damaged. New companies have set up there offering handmade suits at much lower prices. Now the bigger names are fighting back. Here's Joe Lynam.
They've dressed the rich, the famous and most of the world's aristocracy for over a century and a half.
Well, it's a Brora tweed with our own corporate colours in it. Yeah.
Few have questioned the quality of Savile Row suits, but at £3,000 and more, they're not exactly mass-market products.
We never compromise on quality, and to make something really nice, done with these hands, and anything you do with hands takes a long time. It's a very hard business, it's a hard apprenticeship, but at the end of the day you have enormous satisfaction, as I've had all my years in the business, in making beautiful clothes for lovely people.
Up to now, Savile Row suits had to be made by skilled tailors working on the row, but a ruling last year means other companies can now sell cheaper suits as Savile Row bespoke, even though much of the garment is made overseas.
They've got nothing to complain about, really. We've never ever claimed to be Savile Row fully bespoke. The word bespoke is an emotive word. It's evolved over the years, over the decades.
Now, in light of this competition, the original tailors are set to introduce a quality or kite mark to distinguish their suits.
You can only call a fizzy white wine champagne if it comes from the Champagne region. You can only call Parma ham if it comes from Parma. I think the Savile Row boys should continue battling until we get their definition that Savile Row bespoke only comes from Savile Row and the defined area around these streets.
Many men aspire to owning a totally unique suit, something which starts off life looking a little bit like this. In a recession, of course, many will cut their cloth to suit their financial measure, and that means that cheaper alternatives are starting to do well. But is it fully bespoke? Well, that's a question that the market and the consumers will decide. Joe Lynam, BBC News on Savile Row.
Not sure if you have the budget for the finished product, but that's it for now from us. I'll be back.